Hi and Assalamualaikum. Today, me and my friend Ilyana, Natasha and AISYAH will present about the 6 heads thinking method. 6 thinking heads is a method of investigating an issue from multiple perspectives while remaining clear and conflict-free. It can also be defined as a method of solving problems indirectly, often in unexpected and creative ways. The 6 thinking heads technique allows us to approach a problem in 6 different ways. The 6 thinking heads consist of red head that represent the feelings and instinct. Next, yellow is to look at the issue in most positive ways like the benefits and value that come from the idea. Then, the green head is the creative thinking to explore the possible ways to moving forwards. These green heads will give the solution to the black head, which is the consequences of the idea. White head is the information gathering. It is about the knowledge that we have collected to strengthen our ideas. Lastly, blue head, which is the decision making. It is focused on making the decision as well as reach the conclusion.
So first is White Hat. So based on Straits Times news written by Azani Shahila Aman on August 24, 2022 at 12:50 p.m., AISYAH's net loss widens 652.52 million in the fourth quarter financial year ended June 30, 2022 as announced on December 2, 2020. The company financial year has been changed from December 31, 2020 to June 30, 2021. As such, no comparative financial information will be available for the same quarter last year. In terms of earnings, the airline will have returned the profitability if not for the one-off provision for travel vouchers distributed to passengers and travel agents affected by debt restructuring. Benjamin also said that the airline expects to complete the total issue of travel vouchers and credits to all affected parties in the coming weeks as a key priority. This is all due to COVID-19 that occurred in 2019 that affect all airlines to not fly out of country. As a result, I don't agree to engage in international business because it demonstrates that doing so can result in a loss of many profits.
Based on Straits Times news written by NST Business on August 23, 2022 at 7:39 p.m. Ion Corp Malaysia Berhad net profit surged more than threefold to 47.28 million ringgit Malaysia in the second quarter, and by June 30, 2022 from the 10.94 million ringgit Malaysia recorded in the same quarter last year. Other than that, in a statement today, the company said the improvement in net profit was mainly attributed to improved sales and disciplined cost management. Lastly, the revenue in the same quarter increased, driven by economic reopening coupled with the opening of national borders. Hence, I agree to do business internationally because it shows that international business has again a lot of profit with it.
From the white head is based on Morningstar for 2020, net loss narrowed to Euro 1.13 billion from Euro 1.36 billion. It was a great loss to the company Airbus because of the pandemic. So I'm agreed to make it in international business because it can give a great loss to the company.
So second is red head. This red head represents my opinion when the company take the proposal to do the business internationally. So we will feel nervous and stressed about how to conduct the business properly and carefully. We will feel pressure on our business and fear that we would fail if we did the business internationally. So for example, when we were visiting another country, be prepared by learning the culture, language, and how to socialize. They must adjust to the culture, language, and people with whom they live. If they do not adapt, their business must suffer because they will not be able to expand and social with the people who live there. So if the company product or service does not add value or meet the desire of the local markets, there is no need to go to have a true understanding of who lives there in the community and what they value.
International business will make you feel more powerful and growing more pleasure. It is because your business will go internationally and it can gain a lot of customers. Hence, it will increase your income. For example, when you enter the international business world, your company will be known in many countries because of the goods that have its own specialties. In a nutshell, these feelings will make you feel more confident in doing your business.
For the employee training, allow them to feel the tension. It is to ensure that they are not nervous and be prepared for this situation. It is important for them to prepare for this because they will be confident with it soon. If their emotions have an impact on this situation, they will realize what needs to be changed. It is adaptable to the next actual situation.
So third is yellow hat. This yellow hat represents the positive issues when the company take the proposal to do business internationally. So the company will have created a better brand image. This will make the business to expand more widely, and many people will give a positive image of the company. Moreover, it will contribute to the long-term marketing objective of the company. On my opinion, this could result in a more efficient and cost-effective operational process of the company. Lastly, it will expand considerations for rapidly expanding business.
International business can increase networking skill. It is because opening up to a culture allows you to be more flexible and appreciative of other people's opinion and action. Based on Wikipedia of list countries by English-speaking population, it shows that in Brazil, only 5% of the citizens is using English as the first language. As we all know, English has been the most common language in most of the countries in the world. Unfortunately, it's going to be hard if we deal in a business with Brazil because of the language barriers. That's why we need to learn other languages so that we can deal in business more smoothly and comfortably.
By training the employee can benefit more to the company. It is because the company will not be having a problem on doing business internationally. Train the employee to become a potential employee for the success of the business. The potential employee will help the company more to overcome the barriers and make a good profit. The way of their thinking can solve the problem itself and will generate more income to the company.
So number 4 is black hat. This black hat represents the risk that the company will face if we take the business internationally. In my opinion, this is due to the fact that when we do business internationally, we will encounter many different cultures, each with their own distinct culture. Every country has its own culture, so in order to socialize with the client, we must adapt and understand their values in their own unique ways. But unfortunately, it is difficult to adapt with many clients when we do business internationally. This is because when we do business, we will encounter many different countries, not just one. Aside from that, if we do not adapt to their culture, the client will feel disrespected because we did not prepare for having an international client and not knowing how they will socialize. As a result, our company may project a negative image to another client.
In international business, we need to learn a new language, but it is not easy to learn another language because it challenges both your mind, like your brain has to construct new cognitive frameworks. For example, based on Lavriga Gadu blogspot, it shows that the most hardest language to learn is Mandarin. It's because Mandarin have a lot of Chinese characters and every word have different pronunciation, even though the Chinese character is the same. For example, Mercedes-Benz. When entering China and choosing a local name, which was similar to Benz, it's Benzi. However, in a local language, it means rush to that. It will be the disadvantage in your business.
Next, for the employee training. Every company that wants to do business internationally must face every challenge, no matter what is big or small. Every company cannot success unless it has a potential employee. Every developed company that succeeds in doing international business has a potential employees in their organizations who can make smooth and good ways to overcome the barriers. Having a potential employees can cause the company to lose money, and more importantly, it can harm the business and produce negative result in the business.
So lastly is green hat. This green hat represents the ideas for overcoming the risks that I just talked about on the black hat. So culture differences pose risks which can be countered by learning the culture of each client we meet. As a result, the client will believe that we came prepared before meeting with them. Aside from that, we could maintain polite communication with them so that they can adapt to other countries' cultures. The company should also conduct cultural differences awareness training to make employees aware of how different cultures differ. To socialize with other clients, the company should also use simpler and more accurate language.
The solution, which is the employee in the company must take a course in learning another language. It is because having foreign language skill helps to break down any barriers to communication and provide the level of service that the client wants. For example, for Mercedes, the automaker then has to change its name to BINTI, meaning running, from BINTI, which meaning rush.
Employees in organizations, we can make it easier to conduct business and reach agreement with other parties. Having the potential employees will make process will smoother, and the company's profit will increase by making deals with many developed countries. People in charge of this training process need to take more action and involve them in international business to make them comfortable with the situation and force them to think outside the box. The employee can also use this as an opportunity to improve themselves, and I just want it to be adjusted in order to face the next real situation head on.
So the last head is blue head. After I collect all 6 thinking head information from my college, I can see that majority of my colleges has agreed to do the business internationally by using 6 thinking head. First is the white hat. 2 people has disagreed about continuing the international business, and only 1 people has agreed about this. Furthermore, for red hat and yellow hat, all of us has agreed to do the business internationally. Furthermore, for black hat, even though there are a lot of challenges that have been given out by using green hat, we managed to find a solution to prevent the challenge. Hence, for the green hat, all of us with 1 mind have agreed to do the business internationally. From this information, we can choose that our firm will do business internationally because based on all the information, majority agree to do business internationally.
The conclusion is 6 thinking hat is the best method for making important decisions because it allows us to distinguish between people's point of view and see how people think about a situation. Using 6 thinking hats can assist you in making better decisions. Decisions made with the 6 thinking hats technique are more realistic and holistic, allowing you to avoid pitfalls and gaps before you commit a decision. As a result, this will ensure that the decision you make is the best decision supported by others. 6 thinking hats assist in reducing meeting times, allowing employees to avoid quitting and attending too many meetings.